Drew's News, we are here with the beautiful, the talented, the goddess of goop, Gwyneth Paltrow. You're the goddess of everything. All right, now your show, Sex, Love, and Goop, is all about experts giving advice to people in need. So many different diverse subjects and layers. And we wanted to get you in on our little segment called Ask a Deskpert. I said it right.
You did it. I'm so proud of you.
In honor of your show, all of our questions today are focused on relationships. Let's kick it off with Kathy, who's here today. Kathy, what is your question?
So I have a friend who makes horrible choices with men.
Oh.
So should I tell her that this guy is unworthy of her, or should I just let her live and learn?
GP, will you kick this one off? Because I'm dying to know what you think.
So here's the thing. She's recreating something, a dynamic from her childhood unconsciously through her choice of partners that she's trying to heal, right? We all do this unconsciously. We all go back to the more difficult relationship that we had with a parent, whichever one was more difficult. And I'm going to pick somebody who's really unavailable or really ambivalent, and I'm going to win them over. I'm going to show them that I'm worth being with. And we don't know that we do this, but we do this. Like, we do it over and over. So as opposed to saying, I think this guy is why am I cursing on TV? I'm so sorry.
This is your house. You do whatever you want. The red carpet is rolled out for you to infinity and beyond.
Okay.
Continue.
I'm so sorry.
Please.
So I would maybe say, you know, I wonder if I could talk to you about an observation I have around the types of men that I'm seeing you choose, because it seems to me as your friend that you are in relationships which are making you unhappy. And this is the pattern that I'm observing. Like, are you open to talking about what might be happening and what you might be recreating? And how is this a pattern you want to break? And if it is, let's talk about it.
Honestly, that is really sound advice. Kathy and I were looking at each other like,
She's an expert.
that is the well we wanted to swim in.
Yeah.
Brilliant advice. Brilliant.
So, all right, you're good at this, Gwyneth. So we have another one for you. This comes from Michelle on Twitter, who writes, my new boyfriend wants to try role-playing and dressing up. Hey. But I don't feel sexy doing that. How can I let him down gently without killing the mood? So if you got a partner who's into some stuff, but you're not into that, what do you do?
Well, this is actually, I would really recommend them watching Sex, Love, and Goop. And there's an expert on there. Her name's Jaya. And she essentially created something called the erotic blueprints, where you can go on her website and you take a quiz and you can understand more about your erotic blueprint. So what can happen is, a lot of times in very loving relationships, people's sexual blueprints can be really different. So really important to understand and have an open and honest conversation about what you like, and get comfortable with the difference that your partner might have. And sometimes even a conversation and saying, you're safe, like whether you want to, play dress up or not, I love you. Sometimes lets people go, well, maybe I will try that. Or, because they're not threatened and they don't think that they're unlovable on some level. Like they've just had a very interesting, honest, open conversation about what might be possible. And then the concentric circles of what's possible sort of expand.
Wow. I was trying to picture if I had an exotic or erotic blueprint. Yeah. I don't, all I can see is it looks like IKEA instructions. I'm just confused. So I don't know quite how to translate it. So I need to think about it. Erotic
you gotta go on the website and take the quiz, Ross. I want to know what your blueprint is.
Oh, girl.
We should take it.
Oh, okay. Do we have to share it?
Yes.
I'll take it. I'll go to the website.
I want to take it, but
Okay.
I highly suggest the show for her, because that question was tailor-made for your show. Thank you, Michelle. All right. We have time for one more question. Ivy, how can we be of service?
So I have been dating this guy for a while, like 6 months, and he hasn't locked it down yet. So I want to know how to have a conversation of, talking about dating other people, not completely leaving him back, but, you know, it's so easy for men to date multiple women at the same time, but I feel like it's a double standard for a woman to date multiple men at the same time and be open about dating those men. So I want to know how to have that conversation with him.
Right. Go, Droops. What were you going to say?
Well, I don't know why this came to my head immediately. I think you need a backup plan for if you ask him if he's seeing other people, and if he says yes, for it not to be a shocking moment, to sort of be able to handle that answer and sort of not go to DEFCON 5 in that moment.
Okay.
Because that can cause that.
But can't she have the conversation with him without asking that question? I mean, couldn't she theoretically set up the conversation to say, hey, you know, this feels like it's going in the right direction and I have a lot of respect for you. And, you know, up until this point, whatever, but how do you feel about making a commitment of monogamy? Like, are you open to having that discussion? Is that what you want? I don't even know if it's what I want. Can we have the conversation? Like, make it feel really collaborative, I think, is the way, as opposed to leading with something he could hear as disappointment or jealousy. I don't know.
Yes.
Yeah, can I just put this out there that you are all better than I am? Here's what I would do. Well, you are good people. I'd be like, hey, listen up. Someone else just asked me out. Should I go or are we a thing? Cut to the chase. There's your answer. Done. Problem solved. Next. Just boom, boom.
Well, I just would be in this trio any day of the week. This is a I mean, literally, this is a Neapolitan ice cream sandwich that I can eat all day long. Thank you, Gwyneth Paltrow, Sex, Love, and Goop.
I love you guys.
I love you. This show is a revelation. Thank you for putting it out there. I think it's a game changer. It's streaming now on Netflix. Get it while it's hot.